But he was sold in like October, like in August or some other nonsense. So this is the only suit that I have. I have a new suit coming out in October. So there we go. Okay, so welcome to boot camp. Yay!
Drop it and give us
If anybody
50.
else has glasses like mine, take them off. You haven't earned that right yet. Just kidding. We'll get into that. I'm gonna make this a lot easier on myself and just take this off. I just wanted to do my intro. Way to be on time. Just kidding.
Yeah, I don't say why not. You can say not to.
No, you can record it. It's fine. I don't mind. I'm not gonna do the entire thing in soup.
Ah.
I have way too many things to do. Okay, so again, welcome to Fursuiting 101. My name is Hogwash, or Racket, or Lindell, whichever one you prefer. What's up? I'm semi-old, not completely old. I haven't reached 30 yet, so we're good. So I still have all the energy of a 5-year-old. If there are any 5-year-olds in here. I think we're all 5-year-olds, so it's...
On the inside.
Okay, so without further ado, let's get this thing started. So Fursuit 101. Basically, like, what is a fursuit? It's that thing right there. It's that thing over there. It's that one. It's that one, it's that one, it's that one, and then everybody else who doesn't have a fursuit are still considered furries. Everybody either wants one. The entire convention is based on everybody with a common interest. Okay, so just because you don't have a fursuit, you can't afford one, you're too little, it doesn't really matter. Everybody's here to have fun, like to enjoy the suits, whether they have one or not. If they have a really awesome tail like she does. Did you make that?
Yeah.
See? That's a fursuiter in the making right there. That's a fursuit maker in the making.
Show us your tail.
Yeah, show up your tail. Show everybody your tail. You have to move around the pillar because it's really annoying.
Oh, that is cool. You did that?
She made that. How old are
You
you?
go, girl.
I'm 12.
She's 12 years old.
You go, girl.
She's 12 years old. I'm 28 and I can't do this. I can't do that either. They're like, oh, it's so easy. Not to me. I don't have that artistic ability. So, different types of fursuits. You have full suit digigrade suits. You have you have the plantigrade, or like mine. So digigrade are the actual illusion of actually having hind legs like a regular dog or a velociraptor or whatever type of animal that you are, like that person, for example. You also have well, I went over digigrades already. Partials. You have the 3/4 suits, or you have the actual like partials. You have 3/4 suits that are based on, they have an upper body or they have a lower set. So someone will wear a pair of shorts and then they'll have a full like upper body of fur, or the exact opposite. They'll wear like a pair of pants and they'll have just leggings. Oh, we already went over that one.
Well,
the opposite.
There's a girl that's walking
But you
around
get-
where
Yeah.
she's wearing regular clothes from the waist up, and from the waist down she's a centaur.
Yeah, so like that. So you have one piece of clothing, whether it's the top or the bottom, and then the rest of it is fur. So if I were to wear a shirt, you would see fur from the shirt down. If I were to wear a pair of pants, you would see a pair of jeans, and then you would see fur from the waist up. So that's what a 3/4 is, if you guys didn't know that. I have a whole list of things here. The fursuit heads are based, it depends on the maker. Everybody has their own specific, I guess, trademark. Okay, my makers have, the suits that I've owned all have different trademarks, whether their heads look the same, like because they use the same style for every suit, but all the suits look different. So, for example, Mischief makers, about 2 years ago, they just changed their style. If I can get my, there you go. They just changed their style, and you could tell it was the Mischief makers a couple years ago because, or they still can, is because it's the taco muzzle. So if you flip it upside down, hey, a taco, who's hungry? It's not Tuesday, sorry. So this is a Mischief maker suit. Okay, the entire thing. They're actually really, like, significantly cheaper than most makers. So you're not going to spend as much as a lot of other places, like Don't Hug Cacti. Shh, sorry, Don't Hug Cacti. Just whatever. if you have a Don't Hug Cacti suit, then that's awesome. You know, you spent a lot of money. Same thing with fursuiting. Fursuiting, these makers are really, really well known, and their suits are of amazing quality, as far as I know. I don't own any of them. I've owned a fursuiting suit, and I sold that one just recently, and that lives up in Oakland now. So, the first thing about fursuit heads is that your vision is very, very limited, depending on the maker. So, like with the glasses, his eyes are kind of like straight out. So how good is your vision? Go like this. So that's your vision. See, his vision is absolutely amazing. What about the center? Do you have a blind spot?
No.
You don't have a blind spot. So you can look straight ahead and still focus on me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
As opposed to this one. Whoa. So you see this right here. This is a blind spot. Can you see this? What about this right here? Can you see my hand?
No.
She can't see it. That's a blind spot. So you have the blind spots out here, and then you have the blind spot right here. So when you see people that have the suits, like the gap, like in between, they have to walk like this. Because if they do it this way, your eyes are only going to focus in one direction. You're going to become one-eye dominant, and then when you take that thing off, your vision going straight ahead is going to look blurry, and then they're going to walk around weird. Because their focus is this way and not straight ahead. So that's why with those gaps, I prefer to walk this way, so that way it still balances your eyes. Some other makers like his, you can actually see, so your vision is actually more, like, it's better. The next thing that I wanted to talk about was the actual dexterity of fursuiting. Wait, no, I skipped a part. Never mind. Yeah, so vision and dexterity. So you don't want to overdo it. Like, how many of you guys have never suited before? How many of you have actually suited before, besides those people who are suiting right now? So you guys have. You put on a full suit, a completely full suit like mine. Okay. These things can get really hot, if you guys don't know that already. Has anybody ever told you like what the temperature is inside your suit? Does anybody know?
Somebody said like, we can get up to like 120.
It can get in the 110s, the 120s, depending on how much foam and how much like padding and how much stuff you actually have going on. People who have like LEDs, they have to carry a battery. How hot do you think that gets when you actually wear it for a while? It'll get nice and toasty in there. It's like a sauna, really. So you want to work out in your suit, I mean, go for it.
Are there cooling options?
There are some makers that actually they actually put fans in the muzzle or like above. There are some people that actually put vents like over the fur or under the fur, but they actually have vents so the heat can exfoliate. I guess the word I'm looking for.
Dissipate.
Yeah, they go out. They just leave the body, so you have a little bit better like ventilation. I know that One For All suits. He incorporates fans in the muzzle, so that way you have a small battery. I think it's like 2 AA's or something like that, and you can use that, and the fan will just blow in your face, and then I guess they have a vent going somewhere else, so you can actually suit for a while. There's also cooling packs online, like cooling vests, like the neck bands you can freeze, headbands you can freeze. I've seen a lot of those, like the Easy Cool. Yeah, the Easy Cool stuff. I have a friend of mine who's actually here right now. His name is Corbin. He has that vest. So ask him about it, and ask him give him the information, or ask him about the information about it.
I have it too. It's awesome.
There you go. So they're actually really cool. I mean, I guess they freeze really, really easily.
Yeah.
I mean, you can put them in an ice chest and they'll freeze. It's amazing.
It lasts for 4 hours. Huge difference.
Yeah. So you can suit for 4 hours as long as you're not running like a crazy person like I am. I'm pretty hyper, so that doesn't really do anything for me. Different types of styles. So you have the Toonie vision, or the Toonie eyes, the 3D Toonie eyes, and then you have the realistic eyes. So I don't think I see any realistic ones in here. But you have, I don't see any Toonie non-follow me eyes either. There you go. There's one over there. So that is the regular standard Toonie eye suit. Okay.
Oh, there it is. Oh, okay.
So here, I'll,
Okay.
so
Finished that last night.
wow, you were here when you finished this?
No, at home.
Oh, okay. So this is your basic toony-eyed character. Okay. So the reason why they call them 3D follow me eyes is because 3D like toony eyes is because if you turn your head, you'll actually get the illusion that they're still looking at you, which is actually kind of creepy. But which is why I got it. So mine has the 3D toony eyes. So no matter which way you look, it gives you the effect that it's following you. So it's still looking at
That
you.
is very cool.
So everybody looks like my head's looking at them, and then there's like 20, 30 people in here, and they're all like, "Why is it staring at me?
Cool.
How do you stare at 30 people at the same time?" And then you have the glass like realistic eyes. It's what they call tear duct vision. So the realistic eyes are actually like made of some kind of glass or something. I've never owned one of those suits.
Resin.
Yeah, there you go. So it's made out of resin and stuff like that, and the actual vision isn't through the glass. I think some actually do that. I think I've seen like one or two.
Can't do it.
You can, but I think it's like really, really hard and it's a process. But what they is the tear ducts are your vision. So you have the glass eyes, and then they look through the tear ducts just off to just on the inside of it. So and that vision is really, really limited because the tear ducts are about this big. So you have very, very little vision. So if you see one and you want to hug it, please ask first. Let's see. Okay, so wearing a full suit, the body temperature is really important. So we're going to go into basic stuff like hydration is number one. Drink water. Sometimes Gatorade, because electrolytes are actually good for you too.
Wall of shame. Wall of shame.
Way to be on time for boot camp. Fail. So, water is really, really important. I mean, if you've never suited before and you want to suit, don't overdo it. You can overheat really, really fast if your body's not not accustomed to the amount of temperature that it's going to be enduring. So, like for me, when I first started suiting, I had very little ventilation. My head was a full foam base head, so I had no ventilation whatsoever. Breathe in through the mouth, and there's nowhere else for it to escape. So if you wear it for like 15 minutes, you're going to start to sweat already, which is why people like put their head on last, and they literally run out the door because they want to get in as much suiting as they possibly can before they start to die. That's what we're going into time management. So, like I said, you want to like spread it apart, spread your suiting apart. I'm gonna blow this up because it's really hard to. Okay. So utilize we have fursuit lounges for a reason, headless lounges for a reason. So we require people to turn off their cameras. They if they don't belong in there, then they shouldn't be in there. Unless it's a fursuit handler. And you can use the fursuit lounge, or you can use your rooms. If you're going to pass out, you're about to pass out, take off your head. I mean, your safety is more important than the magic, hands down. I went through that one time, and I was like, never again, because I was dying, and they had turned off the fursuiters first in the elevator thing, just because of the magic. They don't do that anymore in a lot of conventions, which is actually unfortunate. But if you're gonna die, if you're actually feeling that you're gonna pass out, then just take off your head, because the last thing you want is to wake up with your head off and then everybody doing this.
Does that happen to you?
No, it's not happened to me, but I've seen it happen. I mean, you don't want to wake up and you look with one person, you see one person standing next to you, and you pass out, and then you wake up, and then everybody's surrounding you, laughing at you. I mean, I'd get everybody if I could. But so it's really important to spread out the time. And plus, if you wear your suit for a long time, eventually it's going to stink. So you want to spread out throughout the entire weekend, because some conventions go for 4 or 5 days. This is only 3. So Further Confusion up in San Jose is 5 days. Starts on Thursday, goes from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Whoa.
Awesome.
People get there on Wednesday, and then you can register on Wednesday.
Let's go.
and then they have like a pre-rave kind of thing, and then everything